Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and welcome to Mulligan's Island, coming to you live from my backyard bar, Guaymas, Sonora, Mexico, just around the corner from San Carlos. How are you guys? Did you have a nice romantic day today? I hope you did. Hope you had a wonderful day. And I appreciate you joining us tonight. Some of you guys are going out after the show. Some of you guys are going to do what else than I usually do and go out a different night when it's not crowded out. So whatever you're doing, thank you for joining us. Hey, tonight, you might even want to make this a special show, and instead of just cracking open like a Pabst, you might want to even open up a bottle of wine, because I'm going to mix in some different songs tonight. We're going to do a couple of the regulars, but I got some requests for love songs, and I don't get to play those often. You hear my beach songs all the time, but you haven't, I don't sneak in too many of the love songs. Tonight I'll get in a few more than normal, and some of you guys are going to be accompanying me. I got some nice pics of you guys. Thank you for sending those in. That's always special to have you on the show. So anyway, pop open that bottle of wine if you'd like to. Maybe even champagne, I don't know. And let a friend know tonight. That always helps our show. Elsa and the kids and I appreciate it when you share this show on your page, or when you just let somebody out there know that you're on Mulligan's Island with us, and for the next 90 minutes or so, we're going to have a good time. So I'd like to kick things off. We got Pablo and Anais on the audio video. We got Luis working the comments tonight. And we've got our friend Rudy B kicking things off with a special version, including many of you guys, of our Mulligan's Island theme song. Take it away, Rudy B.
Let's make our way down to Mexico, where we can meet the friends we know. White sand, warm sun, and H2O. It's time for us to get back to laid back. Try a different beer from our favorite six-pack. This crazy world says, come on, let's go. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island. Giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, it's a Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. It's the right place and the right time to be south of the border again. This is the day we get to listen in. We don't sing no blues anymore. We kick off our shoes at our front door, full of wide-eyed wonder as the waves roll in. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island. Giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, a Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. I'll be here on Mulligan's Island.
Valentine's Day, everybody, and welcome back to my backyard bar. Man, you are looking good in those pictures, and we're going to be showing some more as the night goes on. All through the night, you'll have a chance to see yourself on there. It might even be your wedding pic. It might just be a really nice picture of you. So great to have you with us. And we'll kick off with this one right here. And then just a couple of songs, I'm going to get to your requests. But thought I'd enjoy some time away, sandy beaches and sunny days. It's as beautiful as they say, but I don't want to stay. And I'm down in paradise, palm trees swaying and the weather's nice, but you're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise. Sitting alone in a little cafe, watching boats sailing on the bay. This would be the perfect view. The only thing missing is you. And I'm down in paradise, palm trees swaying and the weather's nice, but you're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise. I'm coming home to you, 'cause now I realize the only heaven for me is right there by your side. And I'm down in paradise, palm trees swaying and the weather's nice, but you're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise. And I'm down in paradise, palm trees swaying and the weather's nice, but you're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise. You're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise. Thank you, Brent Burns, for letting me record that awesome song of yours. Welcome, everybody, to Mulligan's Island. Hey, I'm going to kind of get the mood going here with this next song because it's called Ain't Love a Beach. The dolphins play and the seagulls fly. The fish start jumping and the pelicans die. They're putting on a show for you and me. We got front row seats at the edge of the sea. Still recall the first time that I met you, here by the bay back in '92. You spoke a little English you learned in school. It didn't take long to fall in love with you. And I said, oh, oh, sweet Anna Marie. Oh, oh, won't you go out with me? Oh, oh, you smiled and said, we'll see. Oh, oh, ain't love a beach? I kissed you on the shore one summer night. The tide was low and the moon was bright. I held you in my arms till the light of day, and I knew that I'd given my heart away. You closed your eyes and I took your hand. got down on my knee in the soft white sand. I knew this life would never be the same. The moment I said I want to change your name. And I said, oh, oh, sweet Anna Marie. Oh, oh, won't you marry me? Oh, oh, I've been waiting so patiently. Oh, oh, ain't love a beach? The church bells rang in the old town square. All of our family and friends were there. Then we built a little house on the sandy shore. Heaven was just outside our door. Now we don't have much, but we sure have fun. Living every day under golden sun. We dance across the water in the afternoon. On a little red boat, it's a party of two. Clear blue water and a painted sky. The days roll in and the waves roll by. Someday, girl, I'll be old and gray. Imagine that. But I swear I ain't never gonna go away. 'Cause I sing, oh, oh, sweet Anna Marie. Oh, oh, walking hand in hand with me. Oh, oh, I'm as happy as a man can be. Oh, oh, ain't love a beach? Oh, oh, I'm as happy as a man can be. Oh, oh, ain't love a beach? Oh, oh, ain't love a beach? You guys are looking good. Although some of us are slightly older in these pictures now, aren't we? Hey, thank you so much for sending those in. We're going to be showing those all throughout the night. Here's the deal. I think anytime you see you and the person you love on that screen, you need to give each other a big beso, a big kiss. Is that the rule for the night? Do you guys all second the motion? I hope so. Hey, some of you guys even sent in kind of neat little notes here, along with your picture. And a couple of them I just scribbled down. This very first couple here. Well, in fact, I even scribbled the notes down. Let me see what we got here. See, look at that couple right there. This is actually Barbara and Bob Schmidt wrote this. Their parents, Barbara says her mother and dad were married 71 years until December. Wow. That's just like my grandparents. My grandparents, 71 years. Barbara Schmidt's mother and dad, 71 years until December. It all began on April 30th, 1950. They met at a CYO dance. That is a great place to start an awesome relationship, if you ask me. Beats beating in a bar any day. Well, let's take a look at Barbara and Bob here. Wow, they're looking good, too. Let's see. These two met in the back of an ambulance. 1979. They were both on the Rutgers First Aid Squad. They were married in 1985. 36 years. Barbara says, Bob brings me coffee and a kiss every morning. I call it my cup of love. Well done, Bob. Well done. I could learn from you. Everybody give it up for Barbara and Bob. Are they looking good? I'm going to play, Barbara and Bob, I'm going to play you a song that I know Elsa likes this one a lot. And who knows, maybe Barbara and Bob, after 36 years of marriage, will get up off that couch and dance a song together. Any of you guys out there, feel free to dance along. This one goes way back. I wrote the words down and I practiced them all day. Knew just what I was going to do. But there you are now, standing in the doorway. You're looking so good that I just kind of lost my place. So listen to the music on the radio. Take my hand and dance with me. 'Cause we got 50 watts of moonlight up above us. Ain't much, but it's all I really need. Just to tell you that I love you. There's nothing more that I can say. I love you. Don't know why, but it just worked out that way. Don't need no limousine, no moonlight or champagne. All I want's one moment here with you. Just to tell you that I love you. Just want to tell you that I love you. So listen to the music on the radio. Take my hand and dance with me. 'Cause we got 50 watts of moonlight up above us. We'll waltz across the dirt floor, won't think nothing of it. And I'll tell you that I love you. There's nothing more that I can say. I love you. Don't know why, but it just worked out that way. Don't need no limousine, no moonlight or champagne. All I want's one moment here with you. Just to tell you that I love you. Just want to tell you that I love you. I love you. Just want to tell you that I love you. Love singing that song with you guys being in the song with me. You know, this next guy I'm going to tell you about here is a regular watcher of the show. You see his name on there. He's always bantering back and forth with Luis and all of you guys. Want to introduce you to John Sherwin. Now, John and Carol Sherwin up in Minnesota, they hosted me and Sonny Jim this summer. What an awesome couple they are. I want to tell you what makes their story kind of interesting, though. See, they actually fell in love twice. Right? And it's kind of cool how this worked out. I'm going to read you the story. I'm even going to put on my reading glasses so I get the story right. Okay, here we go. Well, John and Carol Sherwin, John says, we met in New Orleans. We dated for a couple years. We got married December 28th, 1974 in a very cold Minneapolis. Things went very well for a while, and we adopted our son, Chris, in 1980. For a couple of reasons, my drinking got progressively worse, and we ended up separating in 1982 and divorcing in 84. Tenemos un rollo de su foto de boda, ¿no? Sí, tenemos uno que tiene 3 fotos de su boda. ¿Sí? Hay 2 de esta y 3 de la boda también. ¿Sí? A ver si lo encuentran. So, anyway, John says his drinking got progressively worse. They ended up separating in 1982 and divorcing in 1984. Well, after the divorce, Carol moved back to Minnesota to be close to her family. At about the exact time we got divorced, I also lost my job and I was out of work for a year. But during that time, we became friends again. Carol and Chris came over for a visit over spring break in 1986. On the way home from taking them to the airport, I stopped at my favorite bar and I got really drunk. I had a very small accident leaving the bar, and after that I said, maybe for the 1,000th time, I'm not ever doing that again, and started to rebuild our relationship. As you can imagine, trust was a huge issue for her. Even though we lived far apart, her in Minneapolis and me now in Portland and then Chicago, we vacationed together, and she and Chris visited me, visited me then. In July 1990, we were vacationing in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida, and literally decided on the spot to get remarried. So on July 26th, we got married on the beach at sunset. We've been together ever since in Minnesota. And Carol, John wants you to know you will always be his Valentine. So good move by you guys, getting married twice. You know, I've heard of that a couple of times. Let's not make it a trifecta now, John. You just behave yourself and be good to that woman. But I love your story. And, John, I'll tell you what. There's a song that I know you always used to guess would be the winning song when we did that lyric contest. You struck out every single time, but I'm going to play it for you now. Even though it's not a love song, this is kind of a John Sherwin song. This is called Scenery. Blue water and sunny sky, another day in paradise. It wasn't long ago we said goodbye, and I ended up down here. Now who's to blame? I can't recall, but who cares? It doesn't matter at all, 'cause I'm a world away from you, sucking down an ice cold beer. But things never quite work out like I planned. What you doing back on my mind again? Sand, dollars, and pesos, a slight buzz and a sunburned nose. It ain't much, but it's something to show for all this wasted time. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico Blue. I can tell you about the fun I've had. At first it really wasn't all that bad. The weather's nice and the people are too, so how could I complain? But last night when I was all alone, I left a message at the sound of the tone. It said, honey, won't you pick up the phone before I go insane? You cut me off and you left me hanging on the line. Pulled out a glass and I chased you off my mind. Help me out, guys. Sand, dollars, and pesos, a slight buzz and a sunburned nose. It ain't much, but it's something to show for all this wasted time. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico Blue. Dollars and pesos, a slight buzz and a sunburned nose. It ain't much, but it's something to show for all this wasted time. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico Blue. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico Blue. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico Blue. John and Carol, congratulations to you guys on getting married twice. I think that is the coolest thing. And thank you so much also for hosting me. And Sonny Jim when we were up in Minnesota this summer. I hope to get back up there and see you again. Now, don't worry, I'm not out of here. Let me hang my guitar up for a sec. See? All right. Okay. Yep. All right. Y cuando estoy en guitarra también, si quieres algunos. Okay. I think we're good. One, two. We got it. Don't blow away on me. All right. Well, there's another guy. I just mentioned John Sherwin. Another person whose name you've recognized ever since, I think, the very first show that we did, which is 90-something shows ago, I think it was. Tom Copeland. Tom and Eleanor Copeland. What a great couple. Look at this picture of them back in 1978. I love that 70s shot. Looking good there, Tom and Eleanor, up in Coburg, Ontario. There they are, wedding day. Man, you guys look suave. Look at this. Well, Tom says the 13th will mark 45 years since Eleanor and I had our first date. 17 years old in high school. And he wants you to know, before you go getting all sappy, it was Friday the 13th. So, all right. So, give me one sec. Tom, I know you wanted to hear this song last week. And I told you that I needed to practice it. Well, the truth is I wanted to play this song for you on piano. Haven't played it in years. It goes back to my Son of the Sunshine album, and now it shows up on the Best of the Early Years. And it's back in those days, before I went to Nashville and hired studio musicians, I would do my own piano and guitar on a lot of this stuff. And this is one of the songs I got a chance to play piano on. I'd like to send this one out for Tom and Eleanor, and I am going to check with you later, Tom and Eleanor, to make sure that you danced this song. And I have Allie as a witness. She will let me know. Going out for Tom and Eleanor. To everybody else, she is just another woman. But to me, she is everything. They look at her and wonder what it is that I must see. But to me, she is everything. Everything I need. Every word of every love song that I sing. So go ahead and tell me she's not the one for you. But to me, she is everything. To the world outside, she's nothing but a stranger in the crowd. But to me, she is everything. The love she hides so deep inside, and the words aren't said out loud. Still to me, she is everything. Everything I need. Now I know that she's become a part of me. So go ahead and tell me that she's not the one for you. But to me, she is everything. Sometimes I really don't know how anyone out there could even have a doubt. And even if you do, just take a look at me now. 'Cause I'll come right out and I'll tell you, there's some times we disagree. I say some things that I really don't mean. But talk about sincerity and the honest love she brings. That's why to me, she is everything. Yeah, to me, she is everything. Still to me, she is everything. Going out for Tom and Eleanor up in Coburg, Ontario. And I can't wait to get up there and sing for you guys one day soon. Let me jump back over to the guitar and see who we got next. Let's see what we got. What do we got? I hope I can get to it tonight. I got to do these love songs in there. I'm going to do my best. All right. Luis, how are we on numbers? All right. Good. Well, I know Ontario gets cold. Another place that gets kind of cold is Idaho. My friends from Boise were down here just recently visiting. And what a couple. Actually, 4 of them were down here. Brad and Leslie were down here, and they were down here with Kathy and Rich, and we just had a great time. I even took them to a little bar right around the corner from my house, some bar in a garage. We had too many beers and just had fun. But let's see. And as you can tell from the pictures you're about to see, this is a fun couple. Brad and Leslie, thank you so much for just being who you are. You guys you've always got a smile on your face and positive, and I know you love coming down here to San Carlos. 25 years? What? What a couple. I hope you guys all get a chance to meet Brad and Leslie. And, you see a lot of these names on the screen, but now you're seeing exactly who they are. Yeah. So, there's somebody who requested a song tonight, Brad and Leslie. This couple right here, Mike and Judy Servideo. I want to thank them for sending us in a request. And I thought that the song that Mike and Judy here requested would be a nice one for not only them, but for you. Because they want to go way back in the archives. By request. And by the way, Tom Copeland, you'll like this one too. You stumped me on this song one time. Hey, old friend, sure good to hear your voice again. Lately I've been looking back on those crazy days of way back when. It's been a while, too many years, too many miles. Those distant yesterdays, just thinking about them makes me smile. 'Cause you know we've had some good times and you know we've had some fun, but something tells me the best is just begun. So I'm looking ahead to the good old days to come. Never found a fortune, hardly have a peso to my name. It's the Mexican version. And for all the times I've lost in love, I guess I've only got myself to blame. And as for you, looks like you've been down that same road too. So tell me when you're hitting town, 'cause we got some catching up to do. We've been up and down the border, we've been out there in the sun. Something tells me the best is just begun. So I'm looking ahead to the good old days to come. Friends can disappear, and dreams can fade away, and memories turn to black and white as we turn another page. So tomorrow fades to yesterday, and we watch the time go by, sitting around talking about the good old days we left so far behind. Now times are changing here in the age of MTV. It's kind of an old song. Take a look at the headlines. Things ain't the way they used to be. But that's all right. Why worry about things you can't control? Just do the best you can and take those lessons that you learn on down the road. And if ever you get to wondering where those good old days are gone, just remember that the best is just begun. Keep looking ahead to the good old days to come. Yeah, if ever you get to wondering where those good old days are gone, just remember that the best is just begun. And keep looking ahead to the good old days to come. The good old days to come. Keep looking ahead to the good old days to come. All right. Well, let's see who we're going to show you next. Luis, let me get my notes here and see who we got coming up here. Oh, Ken and Judy Hubrick. Look at this picture. Looking good here. Ken and Judy, 50 years ago, and we love each other more every day, forever and always. Ken and Judy. Everybody give it up for them. I love that shot there. 50 years and still going strong. That's a good thing, isn't it? Well, tell you what. I'm going to do this next song. Y Pablo es, si quieres pueden hacer parejas y bodas en este también. Some of these songs I haven't done in a long time. So I actually practiced for you guys today. And I hope you've gotten off your couch and danced at least one or two of these so far. Let us know if you have. Luis is checking on the comments here. Luis, how's everybody doing out there? Are they in a romantic mood? Really? Luis says they are. I'm not. Uh-oh. All right. Morning's sunlight is just hours away. Me, I just can't close my eyes. Don't want to miss a moment of you lying by my side. I want to watch you as you sleep, listen to you breathe. I just can't believe you are so beautiful. You are so beautiful. It's undeniable what you do to me. How you steal my heart so effortlessly. You are so beautiful. Lately, her jeans don't fit like yesterday. She wipes a teardrop from her eyes. She's not vain, but she's tired of looking like this. I say, funny as it might seem, for a moment I wish you were me. Then you could see you are so beautiful. You are so beautiful. Now there's a radiance that emanates from within that makes me fall for you time and time again. You are so beautiful. I remember the day I asked you to be my wife. I guess I never really dreamed that somebody new would ever come into your life. And now it simply blows my mind to look at you holding on to him. The girl I love and my next of kin. You are so beautiful, that's what you are to me. And as the years go by, I know that you'll always be beautiful. So beautiful. You are so beautiful. All right. Well, this next person I'm going to show you, I can't wait to see Andrea and Sumner and the kids, Callie and Sumner, down in Isla Mujeres. Look at them having fun right there. In fact, I think that might be on Isla Mujeres right there. We're going down for Island Fest. I met this couple of years ago. The kids were small back then. And little kids, in fact, little Sumner, his favorite song when he was a child was A Bar Down in Mexico. And Callie, their daughter, who I can't wait to see, she's all grown up now. And allegedly, she is one tough hockey player. She's playing hockey at the highest levels there. They live back, I believe, in Boston area. And I want to say hi to them. Thanks for watching. And Andrea actually would like me to sing this next song. And, I think she and Sumner enjoyed looking at that Mexico moonlight down in Isla Mujeres. We'll be looking at more of that when Kelly McGuire, Sonny Jim, and I head back down there with a bunch of you guys May the 11th to 16th. So thank you, Andrea and Sumner, for watching. Okay. Here we go. Oh. The day disappears and the sun softly whispers goodbye. From up on this sand dune I watch as it falls from the sky. There are places beyond the horizon, but tonight I don't care. It wasn't ambition, but dreams that once led me here. Mexico moonlight, it's just you and me, and a soft serenade to the wind and the sea. Mexico moonlight, where do these summer days go? I just needed one night here alone. Once was a time my whole world was just this guitar. Now I'm wearing out the strip on the back of my credit card. Life is so complicated, and it seems to get more every day. Until moments like this, when somehow I just steal away. Mexico moonlight, it's just you and me, and a soft serenade to the wind and the sea. Mexico moonlight, where do these summer days go? I just needed one night here alone. Maybe it's magic, or maybe it's just peace of mind, but I'm somehow entranced, just sitting here watching you shine. Mexico moonlight, it's just you and me, and a soft serenade to the wind and the sea. Mexico moonlight, where do these summer days go? I just needed one night here. Where do these summer days go? I just needed one night here. Where do these summer days go? I just needed one night here alone. Andrea, Sumner, and your whole family, thank you guys. And can't wait to see you in Isla Mujeres. I'm predicting some awesome Mexico moonlight when we're down there. And some awesome sunshine, too. Hey, so there's a family that you see several first names, but you see the last name LeClaire often, and they are a big part of the show. In fact, as I mentioned LeClaire, I'm tempted to have just a little sip of rum and coke because Charlie LeClaire and I occasionally do that. So maybe we could throw them on here, and you guys can see who these characters are. There's the LeClaire family. That's them back in Virginia. And Charlie and Claudia have been longtime friends of mine. Boys, good friends. And Chip and Audrey looking good right there. That's one of their sons right there. And there's the grandkids. But, you know, guess what? This family's just getting bigger and bigger because David and Jenny just, guess what? Look at that. They got little Max right there, our newest Mulligan's hooligan. Look at that kid. He looks like a hooligan, doesn't he? David, man. David, what an awesome guy. And I can't wait, David, to meet your son. Look at him there. He doesn't look too sure about me, though. Hey, LeClaire family, we love you guys. Chip, Audrey, Dave, Jenny, Max, Charlie, Claudia, Preston, Carter, Eliana, thank you guys always for just your friendship and keeping the show going like you do. And Charlie and Claudia, I'm going to be seeing you guys Thursday and Friday in Rocky Point when I head up there. I'm doing a show at Margarita Mermaids, 2 shows. 5 p.m. shows Thursday and Friday. We still got room for you. Thursday's filling up. But you can still get a reservation there. Stop by. I got the info on my website. And before I go, of course, I'm playing in San Carlos tomorrow night. I'll be at La Palapa Griega. But Claudia actually would like to send this next song out. And I think she thinks of her entire family on this next song because they are always adventurous, having a good time. That family is always up to something, and they're usually doing it together, which makes it extra special. So going out for Claudia in particular, but really going out for the entire LeClaire family on her behalf. I still recall the first time that we met. It's one of my favorite memories. Right up there with the day we wed. So it might sound kind of crazy when the best that I can do, each time she asks me if I had to choose among my favorite memories, which ones they'd be, I just shrug and smile as I look back on times I can't forget. 'Cause my favorite memories are the ones we still ain't made yet. Seeing that blue line on a DPT, or checking out that first ultrasound, right, Dave and Jenny? Sometimes it's all one big blur to me. So what am I supposed to do? What can I say? Each time she asks me if I had to choose among my favorite memories, which ones they'd be, I just shrug and smile as I look back on times I can't forget. 'Cause my favorite memories are the ones we still ain't made yet. We got a lifetime of history, but we've only begun. Just imagine all the things we still ain't done. So each time she asks me if I had to choose among my favorite memories, which ones they'd be, I just shrug and smile, 'cause we've had a blast, I must admit. Still my favorite memories are the ones we still ain't made yet. Those memories we still ain't made yet. So many memories we still ain't made yet. LeClaire family, love you guys. Hey, another fun couple I'd like to send this next one out for. My friends Bill and Cheryl Howell. Speaking of, making new memories everywhere they go. Bill and Cheryl, I love these two. They just made some more memories, as a matter of fact. They just joined me down in Alamos. And this two, you can always find them. They're the ones out on the dance floor, no matter where you go. You can be walking down the street, they're out in the middle of the street. There's two people out dancing. It's these two right here, Bill and Cheryl. I'd like to send this next song out for them by request. Cheryl would like to send this song out. And Bill, I think she wants to dance, and we're not going to let you get off easy on a slow song here, Bill. She wants me to pick up the pace on this one right here, and it goes out for you guys. A hot night in this border town, I'm a long, long way from home. Your friend's out dancing with some guy, and she left you there alone. Across this dark and crowded room, you've been sitting there a while. What's that? Did I just catch you smile? A word in Spanish. Oh, I wish I only knew a word in Spanish. 'Cause I'd sure like to talk to you, a word in Spanish. Maybe we could have some fun before the night is through. I'm no Latin lover, but maybe I could learn. 'Cause just one little look from you and that passion starts to burn. Maybe it's those big brown eyes, man, they're driving me insane. Something tells me, girl, you feel the same. A word in Spanish. Oh, I wish I only knew a word in Spanish. 'Cause I'd sure like to talk to you, a word in Spanish. Maybe we could have some fun before the night is through. How did I end up out here? What did I say to get you all alone with me right now? Whisper softly in my ear, let your sweet words flow. Could it be that you and me speak a language of our own? Tell me once again a word in Spanish. I don't want this night to end. A word in Spanish. Oye, morenita, ándale. A word in Spanish. Tell me once again a word in Spanish. Think I finally understand a word in Spanish. Oye, morenita, ándale. Oye, morenita, ándale. I guarantee you that Bill and Cheryl were dancing on that song. Otherwise, I'm hanging up my hat. All right, so here we go. This next couple I'd like to introduce you to, big part of this show and wonderful people. I've sung for these guys up in Colorado. I've sung for them in Rocky Point. I've sung for them in Phoenix. Just recently saw them, and I'd like to introduce you to Mike and Jamie Miller. What a couple they are. In fact, Mike, he is right there looking good. And he's really a happy man right now because he just came out of knee surgery and he's already walking around and doing great. Listen, I'd like to read their story real quick here. So let me put my reading glasses on while you look at Mike and Jamie. Here's their deal, folks. Now, this one's a little long, but bear with me. Mike says, you're going to like this story. He's a romantic little devil. Before our 20th wedding anniversary, Mike says, our two youngest children saw that Wendy's fast food restaurant was doing a giveaway. If you collected so many stickers off their cups, you could get an airplane ticket at no cost. The two of them had all their friends and all the people they know collect these stickers for a long time. And by the time they were done, they were able to get 2 airplane tickets to the Florida Keys. Once they confirmed the flights, they got all our other children in on it to secure hotels for the week in the Keys. It was a wonderful trip planned by all our kids. Well, for our 25th anniversary, I thought I'd do something special for her. At that time, she was working in my office with the rest of my team. And 25 days out, I thought for the next 25 days, this is pretty impressive, I will write her a love letter and also send her or give her 1 flower each day. Mike, you're making us all look like slouches out here. So on the first day, I gave her 1 letter and 1 flower. On the second day, I gave her 1 letter, 2 flowers. On the third day, I gave her 1 letter, 3 flowers. This went on, and by the 15th day, I was giving her 1 letter and 15 flowers. And Jamie said, Mike, please stop this. Office is starting to look like a mortuary with flowers everywhere. Of course, I didn't stop, says Mike. I continued to do it for all 25 days. When we got done, we had flowers everywhere, and the florist was very, very happy with me. I thought maybe I'll do this for our 50th. Oh, he says when we got done, the florist was happy, and in the end, she got 25 letters and 325 flowers. That's pretty amazing. When we got done, I thought maybe I'll do this for our 50th. I could do the 50 letters easily, but that would be 1,275 flowers. I think I'll come up with something different. How about a Mark Mulligan show? So they're joining us tonight. I do want to tell you one other thing about Mike. I'm going to tell you one more story. Maybe you could show the pictures again of them. On our 30th anniversary, I told her that I had to give a speech for State Farm, where he worked, about life insurance in front of a bunch of agents at a big hotel in Denver. I got my manager to go along and send me a letter explaining what I should probably talk to them about. So we got dressed up, put on a suit, nice dress, got everything in the car, and started driving down there nice and early. On the way down, I told Jamie I would like to have her listen to my speech I was going to give. I said that I'd recorded it on a cassette tape, and it was under her seat. So I said, pull it out of the envelope underneath your seat. She pulled it out and put the cassette in the radio and started playing it. And then just like in Mission Impossible, the old TV show, I came on saying, Dear Jamie, today we are not going to give a speech. You are going on a very special trip. I'm not letting you know where until we arrive. In the back of the car, all your clothes are packed, and you will be gone for a week. My daughters and her friends had packed her with everything she needed, and I drove to the airport. She said, we are going somewhere on a plane? I said, yes, but I won't tell you. We walked in. I wouldn't let her go to the check-in counter with me. I got our tickets. We walked down, got to our terminal, and it said Cancun, Mexico. We flew down to Mexico, spent a lovely week, and flew back to cold Colorado. We've been lucky to spend so many wonderful wedding anniversaries together and have been so blessed to have our children share our love all these years. Hey, guys, is it just me, or is this guy Mike Miller madly in love with that wife of his, Jamie Miller? Please give them a big round of applause. Wow, that really is romantic. That's pretty awesome. So if it's okay with you, Mike and Jamie, I know it will be. I'm going to have this next couple. They're going to also share in a song I'd like to play for you. That's Bill and Ellie Bogdan. And Mike and Jamie, they would like to share you because they've requested the same song that always makes me think of you guys. Bill and Ellie and Mike and Jamie, I'd love you all to get up and dance to this next song. And I'm going to move over to the piano for this one. Luis, ¿cómo estamos de número? What do we got? Okay. All right. Hold on. 1, 2. Si sale. Okay. All right. We got some requests coming in from you guys too. Oh, hey, Tim, we just did that song. We just played that song you just requested. But he might have heard that already. So, Mike and Jamie and Bill and Ellie, this goes out for the 4 of you. But you know what? It really actually reminds me of a whole bunch of you guys. Barbara and Bob Schmidt said before how their parents were married for 71 years. My grandparents, same deal. And they kind of inspired this next song along with some other people in that zip code. This is one I'm going to ask all of you guys. All of you guys, look at that person you love next to you on the couch. If they're right there, if it's been a while since you've danced together, I hope this will be the song that makes you do that. Granddad fell in love with my grandma back in 25. He knew right then she was the one. Now there they are in black and white. And as I wipe the dust off of that frame, I know that they're together once again. I would have loved to live back when the world didn't spin so fast. Things were different way back when it was made to last. It was more than just some store-bought ring. Those vows they made meant everything. I want to love you like that, or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began when I took your hand and said, I want to love you. I want to love you like that. One day we stood up before God and everyone we knew. I gave my word, you gave your heart, and we softly said, I do, with a promise to live faithfully. Not a day less than eternity. So here we are now, me and you, raising 4 kids of our own. We've done the best that we can do to make this house into a home. And our kids will meet someone someday. When they look at us, I hope that they will say, I want to love you like that. I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on the wall and remember how it all began when I took your hand and said, I want to love you. I want to love you like that. Or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on the wall and remember remember how it all began when I took your hand and said, I want to love you. I want to love you like that. I want to love you like that. I want to love you like that. Mike, Jamie, Bill, Ellie, and anybody else who was up dancing, that one goes out for you guys. And I appreciate, Mike, that nice letter that you shared with us about Jamie. That was really cool. Let me get back on the guitar. All right. All right. Check 1, 2. All right, we are back. And, hey, there is a couple watching us over in Baja California tonight. In Baja California, in a place called Los Barriles. And Sue and Ed's son, they've been longtime viewers of the show, too. Always appreciate them tuning in. And there they are right there, as a matter of fact. And Sue sent me this little note about Ed. And I love, the way that people know they're in love. It's not always these huge things. Sometimes it's the simplest of gestures. And Sue, I think, kind of exemplifies that here, their relationship. Sue, this is what she loves about Ed, see? She says, I love pie crust. Boy, that sounds like a weird story. I love pie crust. There is an amazing pie maker out of La Paz, Baja California. And he comes to the Los Barriles Saturday Market. That's where they live. He makes dessert pies and many different types of chicken and other meat pot pies. They aren't like typical American pot pies either. No overabundance of gravy. To borrow a saying, they are to die for. So last night we're eating pot pies for dinner. I always save the crust for last to really savor and enjoy. After Ed finishes his pot pie, he always saves me a bite of his pie crust so I can have just a little more. Ed, that is so cool. And Sue says, if that's not love, I don't know what is. Folks, give them a round of applause because that is love. I got to admit, I emailed back to Sue, Ed, you're going to look really good here because I said, man, you married yourself a keeper because I'd be all over that pie crust. I don't think I could resist it. I would like to add something on. I'm going to play kind of a different song for them. She also mentioned to me this. She said, sadly, my father-in-law, Ed's dad, passed away on Friday night. Ed's son had a flight scheduled home, but he didn't make it in time to see his dad. Bummer. And Sue would like to know, can you play Same Beer, Different Can in honor of Ed and his dad, who was also named Ed? My husband, Ed, always thought of his dad when you played that song. He lived a full life. He was 95 years old when he passed. That's cool. He kind of sounds like the guy in this song, Sue. And I think it's great that you send this song out to Ed. So what a fun couple. Thank you guys for watching. And this one goes out for you guys, co-written by my buddy Tom Shepard. Let's do it together, guys. Same beer, different can. The old man drank a beer every now and then. One day we cracked a couple, just me and him. At 80 years old, all the stories he could tell ya about his far-flung friends from France to Venezuela. He said I swig Fosters with Aussies and Guinness in an Irish pub, a Shiner Bock and Looking Bock, and buddy, sure enough, it's all the same beer, different can. Just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. It's all the same beer, different can. There's Tom Shepard right there. Our pal Tom Shepard played a tour overseas. singing for all our folks stationed in the Middle East at the ambassador's home right there in Riyadh. He sang a special song he'd written about his dad. And when the show was over, he was loading up his van. This guy walked up to Tom and stuck out his hand. He said, that song about your father really meant a lot to me, 'cause I just lost mine. You described him perfectly. Now that man had on a white robe, he wore sandals on his feet, he had a guitar on his head, and man, it ain't that hard to see. We're all the same beer, different can, just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. Now the old man said, I believe God's gonna get a good laugh when we learn all of us Buds and Millers and Land Sharks and Coors and, yes, guys, even Pabst are all the same beer, different can. Just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. The more you sip, the more you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. Hey, Ed, I hope that song helps bring back nice memories of your dad, too. I'm sorry you couldn't be there with him, but I think that's really cool that your wife wanted to send that one out for you. I look forward to seeing you guys soon, because I think we're going to get you over here on the mainland one of these days to visit. Sue and Ed's son, really appreciate that request. Well, you know, we have an anniversary today of two of our people who are watching. In fact, you just met this gal here at my backyard bar just recently, Leslie Salin. And there's her with Bobby, and right there. Now, ¿sabes algo? Tienen un video que tiene sonido. ¿Tú tienes sonido? Sí, porque el video, mira, ellos tienen un video. So these are pictures of Bobby and Leslie right here. I want to see if we can pull this up.
KLIF Talk Radio 1190.
Thank you, Norm, at 4:08 on the David Gold Show. Something very, very special for Valentine's Day. For the first time in the history of this program, it's time to say man and wife. Some good friends of mine are about to get married right here on the air, Leslie Antonetti and Bobby Salin. And I want to welcome now to the KLIF microphones the Reverends Timothy and Mary Ritchie from the Naravadan Institute, and they are going to say the vows and to marry Bobby and Leslie.
It is a privilege for us today to witness to the joining in matrimony of Leslie Antonetti and Bobby Salin. From first meeting, Leslie and Bobby recognized the naturalness and the rightness of their partnership. It was as if their relationship existed already.
Bobby and Leslie, see? Bobby and Leslie always doing it with flair. You know, even going back to their wedding day, getting married on the radio like that. Give it up for Bobby and Leslie. What a couple. They were just down in Alamos with me, too. Give me 1 second here. Well, Bobby and Leslie, I'm going to send out for you a song that I got engaged to. In fact, you may have been there that day at La Palapa Griega on that chaotic day. It's been nothing but even more chaotic ever since. But I know Maggie Murray, if she's out there watching, she really likes this next song a lot, too. And we do have some of your requests coming up. I promise I'll get to all of them that I can. Good crowd. Watch tonight. Appreciate it, guys. You walk in the room. It's all that I can do to keep my eyes off you. To just look away from you. As you take my hand and wonder if you can see right through my soul and hear my heart beating out of control. Just a moment, let's imagine that the world ain't waiting outside that door. Kill the lights, close the curtain, let the night take us where we've never been before. 'Cause baby, I love you. I love you. Girl, I really do. Unquenchable desire, passion like fire, two hearts intertwined. Tonight's all yours and mine. I've waited for so long to wind up where I belong, right here with you. You made my dream come true. Now I'm a singer, I'm a dreamer, I'm a lover when I'm laying here by your side. And every second, every minute, every hour, I wanna make you glad you're mine. 'Cause baby, I love you. Here I am once again, just a man who never really had a clue. How in the world did I wind up with the girl that I'm singing the song to? You walk in the room, it's all that I can do to keep my eyes off you, to just look away from you. Can't keep my eyes off you, and I can't look away from you. Can't look away from you. Happy Valentine's Day to Elsa. Well, I want to wish happy Valentine's Day to another couple watching this show too. And this is another couple up in Boise. We got some Idaho folks watching tonight. And I'd like to say happy Valentine's Day to Steve and Brenda Van Horn. So let me pick up my guitar here. And you can check out a picture of these guys while I'm doing that. Okay. Okay. So let's see what Steve and Brenda Van Horn have to say. Grab my reading glasses because I'm blind without them. They are looking good there. And this is a wonderful couple. They hosted me on tour also. And Steve, this is a comment I got separate notes from them both. This couple is madly in love. Steve says, from the day I proposed to Brenda on the sands of Laguna Beach to today, 30-some years later, the beach still has a special place in our hearts. I'll love you to the beach and back. Look at him wearing that Mulligan's Island shirt, looking stylish. Brenda says, this guy seriously loves to make me happy. The most beautiful sunsets are the ones I share with Steve, especially if it's at the beach. Well, I think I'm going to change up the song that I was going to play for them. I had one in mind, but you know what? I'm going to do a different one because Beth, Rudy B's better half, she asked for this song. And it kind of sounds like Steve and Brenda because I know they got plans for the future, some fun stuff coming up. And this next song might really go with those plans. All right, here we go. Hold on. Up. All right. Got it. All right, here we go. So, Steve and Brenda, this just might sum you two up. Red, red wine. Sitting here in this cubicle. 6 o'clock and I'm stuck here still. My screensaver's got me staring at the Caribbean. Reggae tune running through my head. Wishing I was there instead. Somewhere in the sand. You and me singing. A little red, red wine. And a lot of one love. Bob Marley and a couple beach chairs. Some UB40 and I'll be there with some red, red wine. And a lot of one love, one love. One love. One love. One love. Now listen up, Steve and Brenda. One day, girl, we're out of here. Game playing gonna disappear. And once we're gone, we're never coming back again. It's gonna be blue water and 4 bare feet, hot sun and frozen drinks, beach bar swings, swaying to a steel drum band, playing red, red wine and a lot of one love. Bob Marley in a couple beach chairs, some UB40 and I'll be there with some red, red wine and a lot of one love, one love. One love. Help us out, guys. One love. One love. Mama, things got you losing your mind. I'm an eternity from being retired, but just 1 minute from heading on home to you. With some red, red wine and a lot of one love. Bob Marley and a couple beach chairs, some UB40 and I'll be there with some red, red wine. Red, red wine and a lot of one love. Jimmy Cliff and a couple beach chairs, a little Buffett and I'll be there with some red, red wine. Red, red wine. Red, red wine and a lot of one love. One love. One love, one love, one love. Let's get together and all right. Steve and Brenda, love you guys. And I'm excited for you about fun stuff coming up in your future, too. Great couple. I hope one day you guys all get to meet each other because, man, you would have fun together. All right. We know we do have some more requests coming. And Beth, I hope you like that one, too, because I know you like that song a lot. Hey, there's a – what's that? Yeah. Jeff, I got yours coming right up. I want to sneak this one in. Terry Chalice is a big part of San Carlos. We all love her. Look at that smile on her face. And you guys, we've been there with Terry in some crazy moments. But you know what? Look at Ron and Terry Chalice here. I just love – Terry has still got that – beautiful smile. In fact, you know what? I'm going to see. I think I got something about this. Hold on. Here we go. Terry Chalice says, you know, the most romantic, because Ron is no longer with us, but I love the fact that she sent this in, Terry. I just think you have the same beautiful smile today, look at that, as you did back then. And great pictures right here of Ron and Terry Chalice. Big part of San Carlos. Terry says, you know, the most romantic thing my hubby did was bring me breakfast in bed every morning and being willing to take 6-month sabbaticals several times during our working years to travel all over Mexico in our motorhome. We had lots of fun adventures. Well, I believe it. And, wow, that's pretty cool. Breakfast in bed every day. Seriously, I'm really, really looking like a slouch here, folks. You guys out there, stop being so romantic. I mean, be kind of romantic, but don't push it because you're getting me in big, big trouble here. Tell you what, let's do that one for. I know Jeff Price out there watching, and Jeff, I'm going to play you a song you'd like to hear, and I know Terry likes this one right here, because if you try to get Terry Chalice out and drag her north of the border, first thing she wants to do is turn around and run. You guys ready to sing? From a week in paradise, I got used to holding you close every night. As we come down from the clouds and touch the ground, you're squeezing my hand so tight. But if paradise is behind us, where we learned less is really more, and all we needed was each other, then what are we coming back for? Here we go! Let's turn around and run back to the sea and the sun and the moon. Don't need much to have fun, just some lotion and some rum. We could snorkel for free or just hang out on the beach, lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. This big old city's so full of people buzzing around like flies, all stressed out in their everyday world, dressed up in their suits and their ties, trying to achieve the next level. With a bonus they can buy a new car or a big house just to keep the family. They think those things are who they are. Let's turn around and run back to the sea and the sun. Don't need much to have fun, just some lotion and some rum. We could snorkel for free or make love on the beach, lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. You know this part. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Now we were suffering from a delusion. We could leave all this behind. No choice but collect our baggage. Get ready for that 9-to-5 grind. As we lugged our way to the exit, I could see the question in her eyes. So I answered with a smile. I grabbed her hand. Next plane back to paradise. Right on there. Let's turn around and run back to the sea and the sun. Don't need much to have fun, just some lotion and some rum. We could snorkel for free or just hang out on the beach, lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. One more time, let's run. Let's turn around and run back to the sea and the sun. Don't need much to have fun, just some lotion and some rum. We could snorkel for free or make love on the beach, lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. Lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. All right, thank you very much. Well, this next couple I'm going to introduce you to, some of you guys have heard singing before. Jody Bly? Show a picture of Jody Bly here and his wife Margaret. I just saw these guys in Phoenix, and Jody got up and played a song with me. Jody, congratulations. In fact, Jody sent us a little note too, and he says our anniversary is today. Happy anniversary, Jody. On Valentine's Day, they were married in the historical Little Church of the West in Las Vegas, Nevada. And every year they make a pilgrimage back there to remember 42 years together this year, 2022. Congratulations to Jody and Margaret. Tell you what, I'm going to switch back to piano for this next song for those guys. And Jody, thanks for getting up. Si la guitarra está bien, ¿no? Luis, how we doing? All right. Well, Jody, you're used to me playing a guitar. In fact, so am I. I had no time to practice this at all today, as you could probably tell. But I'll do my best on it. It's a song that describes a whole bunch of you guys, I hope. When you see that person you love walk in the room, and you're thinking, here you come, and there I go. I've always been such a logical guy, aiming low and I never got high. I'm feeling drunk and I ain't had a drop. Folks are wondering what's up. I can't explain it. No, I can't. 'Cause here you come, and there I go. There I go, tripping over my tongue. Every single word comes out wrong. I do my best to fake being cool and wind up acting like this total fool. Now everybody is saying no, no. 'Cause here you come, and there I go. I tell my heart, listen to my head. Go and find another girl instead. One that doesn't get you acting this way. My heart says, sorry, buddy, no way. Guess it's over. I'm toast. 'Cause here you come, and there I go. Now everybody saying, oh no. 'Cause here you come, and there I go. And there I go. All right. Back to the guitar I go. I hope everyone's having a good time tonight. While I'm picking this guitar up, I want to remind you I'm headed to Rocky Point to do a show there. Hold on, let me switch this mic off. We're going high tech on you guys here these days. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Still good, Luis? All right, let's see. Hold on. Close enough. All right, well, I certainly hope everybody out there is having a good time tonight. I'm going to throw this next song, and I told you it's kind of fun to throw in some songs I never get to play, although it's a challenge for me. Salute to everybody. Hope you're maybe enjoying a bottle of wine. I got my rum and coke. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Boy, I haven't played this next song in ages. All right. No guarantees on this one, but this goes back to the Bar in Mexico album. I don't know if I've ever played this song on the show or not. But, I'm a big fan of Jim Croce. When I wrote this song, I was kind of thinking of him, kind of his style on this next song. This is gonna sound crazy. Don't freak out. Probably shouldn't tell you, but last night I dreamed of you, and we did some things I thought we'd never do. And I woke up and I wondered to myself, do you ever dream of me? Don't be embarrassed, come on, it's worth a laugh, 'cause we've been friends forever. Last night I dreamed of you, and you told me things I never ever knew. And I woke up and I wondered to myself, was it just a crazy dream? You should have seen me, I was really something else. And you, hey wow, what can I say? Things got crazy, yeah, we might have gone too far. Come on, don't look at me that way. So there it is, wild as it might sound, 'cause we've been friends forever. But last night I dreamed of you, and it's something that I'd done a time or two. And if only dreams came true, I wouldn't have to close my eyes. Last night I dreamed of you. And I woke, and you told me how you wanted me to. Last night I dreamed of you. Last night I dreamed of you. All right, thank you guys for letting me play that one. Luis, how we doing over there on the request? We got any do we have it? Luis is going to check out because he thinks he might have one last request from one of you guys. Yeah, we played that one. Got that one, did that one. You got to stay on the ball, Luis, or you get fired from Mulligan's Island. That's it? All right. All right, Luis. All right, tell you what. I really appreciate you guys joining tonight. I'm going to do one last song here. If I can find my capo. There it is. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'd like to show one more couple here. Just because they're so romantic. Oh, yeah. Actually, there's a couple of things I want to show you real quick. I got to show you Sean and Shara Castle. You always see them posting things on here, just in case you're wondering what these two look like. There they are right there. Now, these two are always off having fun. If you know it's snowing in Colorado when you see a post from Sean and he's in Mexico, because as soon as that snow hits, he is out of there. Sean and Shara, a great couple. In fact, I asked him, what's the thing you most love about Shara? And he simply said her kindness toward everyone. And he's exactly right. That's the way Shara is. We got to go to Hawaii with that couple right there. We just had a wonderful time. Well, speaking of Hawaii, there's a viewer of ours who lives over there. And even though she is considered to be alone this Valentine's Day, but she's really not alone. And I'm going to see if I have this. Hold on. Oh, shoot. I don't have it. Yeah, I don't have it. Melinda, I'm going to do this next week. Melinda wrote this nice poem about Mr. Right, and I completely screwed it up, Melinda, and I didn't bring it. Melinda, I'm going to give you that song next week. My attitude, as you guys can probably guess, is always leave them wanting more. Melinda's watching us in Molokai. Could you show her pictures one more time? Because I just think this woman has the most beautiful smile. That's Melinda watching us in Molokai. That's Mr. Right. And this is our hook for next week. You got to hear this beautiful poem that Melinda wrote. But you got to wait till next week. Got to see that was the plan all along, right, guys? Work with me. Work with me. All right. Let me do one more song here. I want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. What's that? Okay. You know what, Sharon? I'll do that one for you right now. Sharon would like to hear this next song, and it's kind of a nice night to do it because I'm looking this way at a beautiful moon, and this next song is called Pídeme la Luna. Sharon and David are watching us from San Carlos tonight. They're looking at that same beautiful moon, and I hope you guys are too. And this one's called Pídeme la Luna. Ask me for the moon. Las horas más lindas las paso contigo, sí. No quiero ni pensar si me faltas tú. No quiero ni pensarlo, amor. Tú me acostumbraste a ser como un niño. No quiero ni pensar si me faltas tú. No quiero ni pensarlo, amor. Pídeme la luna, te la bajaré. Pídeme una estrella, hasta allá me iré. Más nunca me digas o te quiero más, porque esas palabras me hacen mucho mal. Pídeme la vida, te demostraré cuánto yo te quise, cuánto te amaré. Tú fuiste, has sido para mí el amor, el regalo más lindo que me ha dado Dios. Quisiera esta noche tenerte conmigo, amor. No quiero ni pensar si me faltas tú. No quiero ni pensarlo, amor. Tú me acostumbraste a ser como un niño. No quiero ni pensar si me faltas tú. No quiero ni pensarlo, amor. Pídeme la luna, te la bajaré. Pídeme una estrella, hasta allá me iré. Más nunca me digas o te quiero más, porque esas palabras me hacen mucho mal. Pídeme la vida, te demostraré cuando yo te quise, cuando te amaré. Tú fuiste, has sido para mí el amor, el regalo más lindo que me ha dado Dios. Pídeme la luna, te la bajaré. Pídeme una estrella, hasta allá me iré. Más nunca me digas no te quiero más, porque esas palabras me hacen mucho mal. Pídeme la vida, te demostraré cuánto yo te quise, cuando te amaré. Tú fuiste, has sido para mí el amor, regalo más lindo que me ha dado Dios. La 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 la. All right, I'm going to give you guys one more song, and I want to let you know next weekend our plan is to take you up the coast. I'm going to be doing 2 shows in Rocky Point on Thursday and Friday, and even those of you who can't come to Rocky Point, if you're way up far north and you can't make it, next week that's where we plan on taking you on the show. We'll get back to doing the travel videos and all that again. I'm going to do one last song here, and you guys, of course, will be showing up during this song. I hope that you kept your part of the deal, and every time you saw your picture, which you may have seen 2 or 3 times tonight, I hope you gave that person you love a big old kiss, a big beso. And that goes with this song right here. Let's close out with this one, and then the theme song from Rudy B. You can't leave during this song because you just may be in Rudy B's closing song tonight. Rudy B., thank you for all the work you do on that. Pablo, Anais, great job. And Luis, thanks for handling the comments like you always do. Bésame, baby! Sometimes you just don't understand a single thing I'm trying to say. Sometimes they're hard to comprehend when all these words get in the way. So blame it on my accent. Tell me I'm just some crazy gringo. But tonight it's all so clear. If we want to go the distance, we gotta start right here. Bésame, baby. Abrázame fuerte. Yeah, you sure drive me crazy when you tease me like you do. So pucker up and close your eyes and press those pretty red lips to mine. Bésame, baby. Sometimes you still don't understand. No matter how hard you try, you want to reach inside my head You want to know what's on my mind? It's really fairly simple. I'm not all that complicated. It's so easy to explain. Come a little closer and let me show you what I mean. Bésame, baby. Abrázame fuerte. Yeah, you sure drive me crazy when you tease me like you do. So pucker up and close your eyes and press those pretty red lips to mine. Bésame, baby. Ain't no doubt about it, girl, we got something going on. Now you smile at me that way. Call it wishful thinking, but did I just hear you say, Bésame, baby, abrázame fuerte. Yeah, you sure drive me crazy when you tease me like you do. So pucker up and close your eyes and press those pretty red lips to mine. Bésame, baby. Yeah, you sure drive me crazy when you tease me like you do. So pucker up and close your eyes and press those pretty red lips to mine. Bésame, baby. Bésame, baby. Come on, kiss me, woman. Thank you guys very much for joining me. Look forward to seeing my San Carlos friends at La Palapa Griega tomorrow night, my Rocky Point friends on Thursday and Friday at Margarita Mermaids, and then, of course, all of you guys again next week. And don't forget, I got an Arizona gig coming up Saturday, March the 5th, Tubac, Center of the Arts. I love that little town of Tubac. You will love it, too. I'll be joined by Rudy B on guitar for that show Saturday, March 5th in Tubac. And Rudy B is going to take us out of here, and you guys are going to accompany him as we close it out here. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Let's make our way down to Mexico, where we can meet the friends we know. White sand, warm sun, and H2O. It's time for us to get back to laid back. Try a different beer from our favorite six-pack. This crazy world says, come on, let's go. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island. Giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, it's a Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. It's the right place and the right time to be south of the border again. This is the day we get to listen in. We don't sing no blues anymore. We kick off our shoes at our front door, full of wide-eyed wonder as the waves roll in. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island. a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, a Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island.